Okay. So there's a new beta version of TypeScript, and we're just going to talk about a couple new features from it. So the one I am starting with is there's this new keyword called satisfies, and I'm going to go through a example to explain what it does. So in this example, and this is from our actual Threads code base, where we have feature flags. And you can imagine we have some config of all of our different flags of all these different features, and then something around some configuration of them. And there's two things I want to assert statically. So the first is that this config is correct, right? That each of these features is doing the right thing, has the right fields. I didn't mess up a typo somewhere here. In this case, I want each of these features to be of this feature flag type. And the way you would normally do that is I want a dictionary of feature flag types. And great, we get these errors. The user ID is supposed to be a number as opposed to a string. And this is all sort of normal stuff. This needs a description. So now the problem is the other thing I want to assert is I have this function below that is check flag. And I only want to call check flag on valid feature flags. And so I have this feature flag key where I'm like, hey, I just want to grab the keys from my config. That's a feature flag key. And the problem is feature E is not a real feature flag. And it is saying that this is fine. If I had removed this, now it's correctly saying feature E is that this is inaccurate. What is happening here, feature flag key, now it's the thing I want, which is the actual keys of it. So what I want to do is I want to say this type conforms to something, satisfies some constraint, without changing the actual type of it. And so instead of typing this thing, I'm going to add this new satisfies keyword. And it's the exact same type as we had before. And now if I remove this, now it will yell at me and say, this is missing a description. At the same time, if I look at feature flag key, it is still giving me the actual keys that I care about. And so it is a way of not changing the type, keeping that really narrow specific type, while also asserting that it satisfies some structure. And so, yeah, that is my little demo of satisfies.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it seems like this is a way of not giving up all the things TypeScript does to infer the type for you.
Yeah.
Because normally when you type something, you give up type inference and replace it with your type declaration. Yeah, so this is really cool because the type inference is more narrow or more useful than the declaration you came up with. And I spent a lot of time trying to come up with these kinds of type definitions.
Yeah.
And then being frustrated by the things I lose that I don't expect to lose. So that's exciting.
Definitely. It was pretty easy actually for me to find real examples of times when I've hit this exact case and have wanted this exact thing. So it's pretty exciting.
Thanks, Brock.